Oh, dear me. Okay. Um, there's only two ways to change your paradigm. Number one, it's a high emotional impact, which is usually negative. And number two, it's through constant spaced repetition. Constant spaced repetition. It's visualizing the same thing. It's writing the same thing. It's listening to the same thing. It's writing the same thing. It's speaking the same thing over and over and over again, but not just like a robot. It has to be done with emotion. Remember, your subconscious mind is your emotional mind, and it's your subconscious mind that affects the body. And it's the body that does the actions to get results. You see, the body is just an instrument of the mind. The mind controls this. The mind controls the body. The body is an instrument of the mind. The body does whatever the mind, the subconscious mind, tells it to do. And so if you want to change your paradigm, it's through constant spaced repetition with emotion. Okay. And the thing about changing your paradigm is that this is serious business. This is what we do inside Money Mind. This is the cornerstone of the work we do inside Money Mind. This is serious business. And this is for people, for women who are like serious about their results, who are ready to break through, to up level, to expand into greater levels of wealth, prosperity, success, and results. Because this is such serious business, it is recommended that you only focus on one to a maximum of two paradigms at a time. For example, working on changing one habit and or one habit and one belief. And it takes 20 to 60 days to reprogram your subconscious mind with a new habit or a new belief. And so we do one or two at a time. We start with the one that is going to get the biggest bang for your buck. We want the most impact and the biggest result. Normally, when we start, we work on a habit. What is one habit that is going to support you and the fulfillment of achieving your C-type goal? And so we focus just on that one thing, that one habit, or that one habit combined with a new belief to support it. And when you do this every single day, when you focus on this every single day, you begin to rewire your subconscious mind. Now, remember yesterday when we talked about your C-type goal? A C-type goal, it's just an idea. It's an idea in your conscious mind that you allow to be felt and emotionalized. And when you do that, it goes from your conscious mind into your subconscious mind. And remember, it's your subconscious mind that is responsible for your behavior, for your actions. And so it's your subconscious mind that makes this thing, which is your body, do the things, say the things that need to be done and said in order to get the result that you want to get. So I want to share with you this 20-minute daily ritual that is going to help you align your subconscious mind with your C-type goal. And when you do this every single day with emotion, it is going to affect the way you feel. It's going to affect the way you behave. It's going to affect the decisions you make, the things you say, the things you do. And ultimately, it's action reaction. It's cause and effect. Who here is really excited to learn what this 20-minute daily ritual is that is going to support you in the achievement of your C-type goal? I have been doing this daily ritual now. Today is day 499. I do it no matter where I am. Here I am on holiday in Malaga, and I have my journal with me. Actually, where did I put my journal? Oh, I think it's over there. No matter where I go, I have this with me because it is so important to me. I know that this works because I've already experienced the evidence and the proof of it. So just because I'm on holiday doesn't mean I stop doing it. I do it every single day. You know what? Tomorrow I'm going to be celebrating 500 days of doing this daily ritual. And when you learn what it is and you implement it, I'm telling you, it's going to start changing the way you think. It's going to start changing the way you feel. It's going to start changing the way you behave, which is going to affect your results. Okay. All right. So this 20-minute daily ritual, I call it Core 4. Core 4. And it's in the day 2 workbook, okay? So that if you forget anything, you'll find it there. I'm going to go over it with you right now so that you really understand this powerful daily ritual that's going to support you. So, keeping in mind your C-type goal, it all starts with this worthy idea, right? Your C-type goal. If you haven't clarified your C-type goal, you got to do that first. So, back up to day 1, do your C-type goal, and then move into this daily ritual. Knowing what it is you want is the first step in the science of getting rich. You form a clear mental image of what you want, and you've got to be specific. Do not be vague. Vague ideas are not powerful. You need to be crystal clear. You need to see it when you close your eyes. You've got to hear the sounds that are in the scene of the wish that you desire. So once you have your C-type goal, you're going to do the core 4. And the core 4 is a combination of visualization and auto-suggestion. Okay? Visualization and auto-suggestion. Auto-suggestion is what hypnotists use to hypnotize people. They are literally doing auto-suggestion to tap into people's subconscious mind. Okay? And that is what we are going to be doing in this Core 4 daily ritual. It takes about 20 minutes. And what you're going to want to do is get yourself a beautiful journal. This is such a sacred practice. And if you are committed to implementing this every day, it is going to be so powerful and so sacred to you. It deserves to have its own beautiful journal. So I recommend getting yourself a journal that you can devote just for this practice. It's going to be so special for you. So what I do is I use Insight Timer, which is a meditation app, and I use Insight Timer to be the timer for my 15-minute visualization. So I go onto Insight Timer and I set my meditation timer for 15 minutes. Okay. And then here's a pro tip. I put my earbuds in and I listen to 888 Hertz on Spotify. Now, this just amplifies the experience because remember, it's really about tapping into your emotions and really feeling this experience. So when I have my earbuds in and I listen to 888 Hertz on Spotify, it just amplifies the experience so much. So I press start, I close my eyes, and in this visualization, I am envisioning myself in a scene of my wish fulfilled. Now, I'm not looking at myself in the scene, I'm in the scene. I'm seeing through the eyes of myself in the scene where my wish is fulfilled. My goal has been realized. So, whatever it is for you, place yourself in that scene. So, for example, since I started doing this daily ritual, I have been seeing myself in, I have about two or three different scenes that I see. And I shared with you yesterday my C-type goal. Um, Part of it, there's the income goal, and then the personal experience has been to fly first class with my family on vacation. And so in the scene, when I'm visualizing, my eyes are closed and I'm in the scene and I see myself. I'm in the first class lounge with my family and we're looking at each other and we're all smiles and we're giddy because like we can't believe it's actually happening, and the joy and the laughter and the delight, like I'm allowing myself to feel what it feels like to be there. And when you feel it, you know you are connected to your subconscious mind. So for you, it could be a scene where you are in the house, your dream house, and you are with your family, and it's the holidays, and you have your family around, and you're just so grateful and so joyful to be able to have a wonderful celebration together. Or uh, maybe it's um, you know, you on a stage in front of a crowded audience. Maybe you're a published author. Like the time has come and you've actually done it. You have published your first book and you are speaking to an audience, and everyone there is so happy to see you, and you just feel the pride and the gratitude for having accomplished this big goal. So this is the most important part, is that you see it as if it's already happening and you feel it. You see, your subconscious mind is so marvelous and miraculous. Your subconscious mind, your imagination, it doesn't know the difference between what's actually happening in the physical 3D world and what's happening in a scene in your mind, in your imagination. It doesn't know the difference. And so when you allow yourself to be there, to feel it as if it's already happening, that idea is then impressed upon your subconscious mind. And this is the key. It's the constant impressing upon the subconscious mind that is going to allow it to be expressed through the body and through your actions. You see, whatever is impressed upon your subconscious mind must be expressed through the body in the form of your actions. Is this making sense, ladies? Let me know in the chat. Is this making sense? Now, the second part of the Core 4 daily ritual is, thank you, Lenora, is called feeling generation. So after the timer goes off, I hear it beep, time's up. You open up your journal, you write the date, and you put day 1. Visualization, 15 minutes, check. Step 2, feeling generation. Just jot down 2 or 3 feelings that you felt during your visualization. You want to connect and anchor in those feelings. So just jot down 2 or 3 feelings that you felt during your visualization. Joy, gratitude, love, limitlessness, whatever it is that you felt. And, when you are anchoring in these really high emotions, these high vibrations, you align with these vibrations and you become a match to experience more conditions and circumstances that align with that vibration. Because the universe doesn't communicate in words, the universe communicates in energy, frequency, and vibration. And so when you are in a high vibration, such as love, joy, peace, harmony, cooperation, limitlessness, you become a magnet for more conditions and circumstances to experience those vibrations. So just jot down 2 or 3 feelings you felt during your visualization. They could be the same every day, they could be a little bit different. It doesn't matter as long as you are connecting with the emotion, because it's the emotion that gets the results, your subconscious mind. And then number 3 is called self-suggestion. So write down self-suggestion. Now here's where you're going to write down just the first sentence of your C-type goal. Remember, how do we change paradigms? Through constant spaced repetition, writing the same thing, seeing the same thing, hearing the same thing, speaking the same thing over and over and over again every day. So for self-suggestion, you're going to write the first part of your C-type goal. So for me, it's I'm so happy and grateful now that it's December 2025 and I easily make $100,000 a month. And I just write that first sentence, that short bit, over and over and over again until the page is full. And for me, in my notebook, that's 8 times. And so I just write it 8 times. There's something magical that happens when you put pen to paper. As you're writing, you're seeing images. And when you're seeing the image, oftentimes it connects to your subconscious mind, which is your feeling mind, where your emotions are stored. And then it's just you're impressing this again onto your subconscious mind. And then finally, step number 4 is voice loop. Voice loop is where you record yourself speaking your C-type goal into a recorder, and then you put it on loop. And so you would listen to yourself speaking your C-type goal over and over again. And you can do this for 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, whatever works for you. I use an app on my iPhone that's called GarageBand. It's already there. If you don't have an iPhone, there is a free app. I believe it's called Voice Recorder or Loop. I'll get it for you if you're interested. But yeah, you record yourself speaking your C-type goal, and then you put it on loop. Now, here's the key. Here's the trick. Remember, you must speak it with conviction and emotion. If you just speak it like a robot with no emotion, you might as well not even do it, because you're not going to get the result you seek. We're constantly connecting this with our emotions, because this is where our subconscious mind is. Emotions reside in the subconscious mind. So when you record your C-type goal, you're going to record the whole goal, not just the first sentence, and you're going to speak it with conviction and emotion. Now, if you were in the money mind with me and you were on module 1, which is clarifying your goal, we would tighten it up so that it's the most potent and powerful it could be. Long, wordy C-type goals are a little bit diluted. We want them to be as punchy and potent and powerful and concise as possible. And when we get it to a statement with the fewest amount of words, but yet powerful, it's perfect. It's absolute perfection. So I record into the GarageBand app. I'm so happy and grateful now that it's December 2025 and I easily make $100,000 a month. And I'm so excited because I'm flying first class with my family on vacation. My clients are experiencing phenomenal results from my world-class coaching and programs. My growth and consistency perpetually creates quantum leaps for myself and everyone that works with me. I speak it with emotion and conviction. I believe it. I know it is my truth, and so it is done. Now, here's another pro tip. It's kind of like a little hack that I created. Um, I do steps 3 and 4 at the same time. Now, some people don't like doing this because it's too confusing. But for me, because I already have my earbuds in from listening to the 888 hertz track while I'm doing my visualization, um, I start writing my C-type goal. And while I'm writing it, I'm listening to myself speak it. So I'm writing it and I'm listening at the same time. And so I do steps 3 and 4 at the same time. And it saves me a little bit of time and I still get incredible results. So this is the daily Core 4 ritual. It takes about 20 minutes, 15-minute visualization. That's the bulk of the time. And then 5 minutes to basically jot down 2 or 3 feelings you felt during your visualization, and then writing out the first sentence of your C-type goal as many times as will fit the page. For me, it's 8. For you, it could be the same. And I'm listening to myself on loop. And what's happening is I am reprogramming my subconscious mind to believe that what I am seeing, what I am feeling is my reality. Is my reality. If I can see it in my mind, if I can feel it in my mind, it exists. It is real. And from that point, it's just a matter of getting this thing, which is my body, to do the things that are going to get the results. Now, when it comes to paradigms, there are so many paradigms that we have programmed in our subconscious mind, and they are literally dictating our current level of results. You know, if you want a quantum leap, if you want to 5x your results, if you want to double your income, you have got to change your subconscious mind. You've got to change your paradigm. There is no other way to do it. And I said that changing your paradigm, it is serious business, and it takes 20 to 60 days to just change one paradigm. And so we only focus on 1 or 2 at a time. Now, the most common paradigms that people have when it comes to staying where they are and not getting the results they seek is procrastination. Who here is guilty of procrastinating? Procrastination is the number one negative paradigm that keeps people from quantum leaping and getting the results they desire. The other one is productivity and time management. And then finally, the third one is making decisions. Did you know that most people don't know how to make decisions? We weren't taught in school how to make decisions. My parents never taught me how to make decisions. Most people don't know how to make decisions. And that's why you have a lot of people walking around going, what do you think I should do? Do you think I should do this or do you think I should do that? People don't know how to make decisions. And so they sit on the fence, they hum and they haw, they go back and forth. And oftentimes they don't make a decision, even if it's the thing that's going to get them the results that they seek. I'm going to share with you something about making decisions because Napoleon Hill, who wrote the book Think and Grow Rich, he studied hundreds of the world's most wealthiest people. At that time, it was men. And what he discovered about those people is that they knew how to make decisions. And I want to share this with you because this is going to really impact your results and help you to achieve the success that you desire. Now, successful people make decisions in a completely different way than people with a poor mindset make decisions. Okay. And I'm going to share these characteristics with you, and you can notice maybe where you fall in line, and you can start to change these things about you so that you can start to get bigger and better results. Okay. So, successful people, they make decisions based on ROI, on return on investment. You see, if a successful person has a goal, and let's say they want to 5x their results, and they are presented with an opportunity to 5x their results, if they believe that the opportunity is going to get them the ROI that they wish to seek, then it's a yes. It's not based on, oh, well, how much does it cost? And um, you know, what if I don't get the results? What other people think, perception of family members and or guilt or shame or past results. Like none of that matters. Is this thing going to bring me closer to my goal? If a successful person believes, yes, then they're in. It's a yes. Successful people, Napoleon Hill also shared that successful people, they're not afraid to borrow money if they believe that they are going to get the return on investment. Successful people look at money differently. We've all grown up and been, well, most of us have been programmed with certain money beliefs that debt is bad, that debt is dumb, debt is wrong. Um, and all of this is BS. It is not true. There's only spending in alignment and spending out of alignment. Money is here to support you. It's here to support you in your expansion into all that you are. And there's no such thing as overspending. There's only spending in alignment and out of alignment. And we use money to exchange for value, for service. And if you believe that leveraging debt is going to help you to expand into more of your power to get the results you seek, then debt is actually a form of abundance. It's like the universe sending you an olive branch to say, hey, here's a form of abundance. Here is a resource, a pathway for you to expand, to grow, to ascend into greater levels of wealth and prosperity and your power at the end of the day. The only question that successful people ask themselves when they are positioned with um, an investment opportunity is this going to bring me closer to my goal? And if the feeling and the belief is yes, then the answer is a yes. Successful people, Napoleon Hill also wrote that successful people, they trust their intuition. They trust their inner knowing. They trust themselves to make the best decision for themselves. And also, they don't ask other people who have never experienced the thing that they want to experience what they think they should do. They trust their inner knowing, they trust their intuition. And if they believe that a certain opportunity is going to have the return on investment, it's going to get them closer to their goal. If it's aligned with the next level version of themselves, then it's a yes. Now, making decisions is a paradigm, and you have a paradigm for making decisions. You either sit on the fence and hum and haw, go back and forth, or you trust your intuition and you move and you take bold action. You trust your inner knowing. He also said that successful people, when they make a decision, they rarely, if ever, change their mind. Whereas he wrote that people with a poor mentality, they change their mind often and they go back on their decision. So notice where your paradigm is as it relates to making decisions. Do you trust your intuition? Do you trust your inner knowing? Do you ask other people for advice about something that they've never experienced, that they've never done? I'm going to share with you a real world personal example from my own life. So, exactly a year ago now, actually, on the 25th, it'll be a year. I was in a masterclass with my now mentor. And by the end of the masterclass, I just knew that this was my next step. I knew that I was in that masterclass for a reason, and everything that I was learning was just aligning with my mind, my heart, and my soul. Like I just knew this is in my life for a reason, and it's where I'm going next. And by the end of the masterclass, of course, I was presented with the opportunity to journey with my mentor in this program to get the results that I was seeking. Now, last year, I was seeking to 5x my results. I want to 5x my business. It wasn't enough that I was just getting small incremental increases in my business. Like I wanted a quantum leap and I knew it was possible. I had evidence and proof from people around me. I saw other people doing it and I hadn't cracked the code yet. I hadn't figured out what these other people were doing that I wasn't yet doing and how they were getting these results that I wanted to experience. And I just knew that this pathway was the way. And so I was presented with the opportunity. It was $12,000. And I said, oh my gosh, I know this is where I'm meant to be, but I don't have $12,000. And I don't know how this is going to happen. So during this time, I am having a conversation with my mentor, and I was explaining to her how, I'm really interested in doing this, but I don't have the money and I don't know how it's going to happen. And she said, Jessica, you don't need money to make a decision. And when she said that, I had never thought about it that way before. You don't need money to make a decision. You can make a decision that you're doing something and you may not know how it's going to happen. You may have a dream like, I want to go to Egypt one day. I don't know how and I don't know when, but I'm going to Egypt one day. I'm going to Egypt. Well, when she said that to me, I said, oh my gosh, I never thought about it that way before. And I said, well, in that case, I'm joining this program. And she said, okay, then now the universe has something to respond to. You see, it's cause and effect, it's action reaction, but you have to go first. You can't sit back and wish for things and wait for the universe to respond. It doesn't work that way. You have to go first. You have to take the action and do something first, and then the universe can respond to you. So in that moment, I made the decision. I'm joining this program. Okay. I don't know how, I don't know when, but I'm joining this program because my intuition is telling me this is where my next step is. And what's interesting that happened is how everything unfolded next. I made the decision I'm joining this program without knowing how and when, without knowing where the money was going to come from, but I made the decision. And then the universe had something to respond to. She supported me over the course of the next 48 hours. She helped me brainstorm in a very 3D human way all the ways in which I could be supported to experience this program. Within 48 hours, I secured $12,000 and I was in. My mind was completely blown. I had no idea prior to that I could experience this program. But because I made the decision with my intuition from a place of inner knowing that this is my logical next step, that my future self would invest in herself in this way, I aligned myself with the frequency of my next level identity. And then the universe responded with conditions and circumstances to support the fulfillment of that decision. Within 48 hours, I secured the funds and I was in. This is how it happens. It's action, reaction, cause and effect, but you have to go first. You have to make the decision. You have to take the next step. That's exactly what happened for me. And the funny thing is, once I did it once, there was no end. I did it again and I did it again. I said that was a year ago. I haven't stopped playing with this because it works. After that program was done, there was the next program, and then there was this trip. I play with this formula all the time now because it works. It's so powerful, and it's not limited to just me. It's for you too. It's for everyone. Because at the end of the day, we're all made up of the same potential and possibility. Does this make sense? How is this landing for you? Okay, Jeannie. Jeannie's getting it. She's resonating with it. Okay. So in the workbook too, I've got a little exercise for you to do. And it's about changing your paradigm. So I'm going to invite you to start playing with this idea of paradigm shifting, because this is how you get results, ladies. This is the cornerstone of the Money Mind mentorship and mastermind experience. We are constantly shifting paradigms. We are shifting your habits and your beliefs, which ultimately get you a different result. So in the workbook, I invite you to think of any area of your life that you would like to improve. Okay. It doesn't just have to be with money. It could be with your health. It could be in your relationships. It could be with your spirituality. It could be with your career, your finances. You know, there's like 7 different areas in the wheel of life. Pick one area of your life that you're not exactly satisfied with, one area of your life that you'd like to improve. It could be any area. I had one woman inside the Money Mind who desired to create 10K months in her business. And she started working towards this, but then she realized, you know what? I really want to get this health thing um, in order. Like, I really believe that once I have my health dialed in and I'm feeling really strong, then everything else is going to fall into place. This woman inside Money Mind, her name is Chris. Actually, you'll probably see more about her on the Money Mind sales page that I'll share with you in the follow-up emails. But she used the paradigm shifting framework that I'm sharing with you now to not only did she lose over 60 pounds, she reversed um, fatty liver disease. She got her diabetes under control. I mean, it was spectacular, the results that she made in her health. And then from there, she went on to focus on her business. She had been procrastinating creating her YouTube channel that she wanted to create for 6 years. Procrastinate, procrastinate, procrastinate. Remember, I told you procrastination is the number one negative paradigm. She stopped procrastinating. She took imperfect action under my guidance. She launched her YouTube channel, and then right away she was getting hundreds of views. And she was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I waited so long to do this. This is so exciting and so much fun, and I'm loving it. And it's like the biggest light bulb went off. Oh, this is what it takes. Yes, this is what it takes. So look at one area of your life that you are not exactly satisfied with. And then you're going to use the workbook to describe it in as much detail as possible. For example, maybe it's your income. You can write down in all of its details, like, my sales go up, they go down. I take 2 steps forward, I take 3 steps back. I never seem to get ahead. Write it out in all of its detail. Now, that's your current paradigm. That's your current level of results. That's your current reality. And what you want to do is you want to flip the script. That's the law of polarity. Everything has an opposite. It's another universal law. Everything has an opposite. So then you're going to use the second part of the page to flip the script, and you're going to write out the way you desire it to be. I am a magnet for my ideal clients. I attract people who are ready, willing, and able to take action and get results. My sales go up every month. My income is continuously increasing. Money flows to me on a continuous basis. That's how you want it to be. And then from there, you would start to do the paradigm shift. Now, I am just scratching the surface here, ladies. I can only pack so much into these 3 1-hour days. There is so much more that I want to share with you that's going to help you integrate and implement this science so that you can really start to experience the results. And I was alluding to the fact before that I was going to share with you a little bit about Money Mind. Now, I'm not going to go into all the details about it, but if you are interested in learning more about what Money Mind is, then I want to invite you to use the link. It's in the emails. I'm going to put it here in the chat as well, to book a call with me. Not only are you going to get some personalized support and you're going to get some help in uncovering your unique paradigm blocks, but I'll also share with you what Money Mind is about, how it works, the results that we get, and if it feels aligned on both ends, I'll share more of the details and I'll invite you in. And there's never any pressure. There's never any obligation because I only call in soul aligned women into my spaces. And I have said no to many women who I don't feel I can help and that don't feel aligned. I am not here to check a box or to manipulate and get a sale. That is not my vibe. I'm only in it for soul aligned clients. And so if it feels aligned, I'll invite you in, and the rest is going to be history. Because when you come into my intimate space, the Money Mind Mentorship and Mastermind, your results become inevitable because we lock arms and I guide you every step of the way through 6 months of 12 methodically designed modules and accountability. Accountability is key. I can't even impress upon you how important accountability is. When you say, I'm in and I am going to do this program, I hold you accountable to it. And when I hold you accountable to it, you got eyes on you and you can't hide. So the link is in the chat. I've got some ladies have already booked calls, so there's not as many openings as there was. All of these calls will be taking place next week, but there is still a handful of slots left. If you're interested, ladies, claim one spot. Let's have a conversation. Let's go deep into your mind, your goals, and your paradigms so that you can start getting real results in your life. Jeannie, you booked a call already. I am so excited about this. I am so excited for you, Jeannie. And you know what? I got to tell you that you are at the perfect age to make shifts, to break through. Like, I don't want you to think that because you're at this age and stage in your life that, you know, it's over for you. Oh no. Did you know that most of the women in the money mind are 50 plus? The ladies in my spaces, I don't know what it is, but I seem to attract mature women. There's something about a woman who's 50 plus. She just knows what she wants and she's not messing around. She's not wasting time. She's like, I am serious. I am ready. Let's go. And so you are at the right place at the right time. You are exactly where you need to be to receive exactly what you need to expand and to rise up, okay? And accountability, oh my gosh, every single day. Every single day, we show up in the accountability thread in our Telegram chat and we check core four, done. The core four is a cornerstone of the money mind. Every single day, we do the core four and we hold ourselves accountable to it. And here's the thing, I am journeying this with you. I am not just a coach on the sidelines telling you what to do. I am a mentor. I embody this work. I do it alongside you, and I allow my life to be the proof and the evidence of what's possible for you when you do the same thing. So if you're still with me and you haven't booked a spot, what are you waiting for? You've got absolutely nothing to lose and everything to gain. And at the end of the day, if it's a perfect fit, I'll share with you more of the details. If it's not, you've lost nothing. You've wasted nothing. And you've only gained more insight as to how you can get the results you seek. So I'm going to stop the recording, but I'm going to stay on in case anybody has any questions. Okay. So thank you so much for joining. And I apologize for not clicking that record button at the beginning. But if you want to know, what you missed at the beginning, you could book a call and I'll tell it to you in person, one to one. Or most of it was recapping what we did yesterday. So thank you so much for joining, and I will see you tomorrow when we talk about your next level identity, because that is where we are going. We are going to our next level self. We're not staying where we are, we're going higher. That's what this is all about. All right, let me just stop the recording. Bye for now.